Alright, hello, greetings and welcome everyone to this news video. I am the Ninjaneer, and the topics we're covering today are as follows. Gamma is back. U.S. capital raise announced. Fully charged Sandy Munro episode. Elon Musk supports Trump. And thoughts about about Aptera's Drivetrain. Let's get started. Alright, as I stated, the Gamma vehicle has returned from Abu Dhabi safely. This means that several YouTubers more than likely are going to be heading over there at some point or another to test drive the Gamma version. Most videos that have been recorded so far have been of the more dressed up Alpha or Alpha vehicles. So now we get to get a little bit more with Gamma, hopefully. I think that that's going to be a great way to get more people interested in seeing the finished product, is seeing the most recent version of the product that they are looking to offer. Yeah, good times there. Just glad to see it made it back safely. And yeah, man. Alright, so yeah, there's a new raise announced by Aptera on their website, also announced by U.S. Capital Global, San Diego, California, July 17, 2024. U.S. Capital Global Securities, LLC, a SEC registered affiliate of renowned global finance group U.S. Capital Global, is pleased to present eligible investors with a unique investment opportunity to participate in an investment round of up to $60 million for Aptera Motors Group. So sidebar, the start here says eligible investors. This is for accredited investors, or so it appears. So this is the big dogs. They're trying to get bigger investors interested so that they can get to production sooner, faster, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what this capital raise is about. Good times there. It further says that Aptera is seeking to raise $60 million in convertible notes to initiate the production of its flagship vehicle. The company already has substantial order traction with over 48,000 vehicle pre-orders, representing more than $1.7 billion in revenue. What is a convertible note, you may be asking? So I'm going to go ahead and jump over here to the definition of a convertible note. A convertible note refers to a short-term debt instrument that can be converted into equity. Long story short, this is a security that can be turned into shares of a company. So they're basically saying, hey, we're going to give you this money. The debt, when you repay it to us, is going to be in stock of the company. So yeah, they want to own a piece of the pie, and that's the exchange that they're giving in order to give them money to get to production. So we give you money, you give us stock, is how that works. This was also outlined in an email that I received as an investor. It says unique offering here. You click that link and it goes to where you can go to invest in and qualify for this situation. Good times there. Just wanted to show you guys, after clicking through the verification process, it takes you to this page. So you can see the offering, the investor presentation, and all kinds of fun stuff there. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later because several other people, including myself, realized that this particular presentation may have given away the ghost when it comes to components of Aptera's vehicle that we were speculating about before. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Sandy Munro was on the Fully Charged podcast. It was a fantastic episode. Basically, Sandy Munro said for years that China was about to, eat our lunch because they were making all of our stuff anyway. And they are now catching up with or have surpassed many of the companies that exist in America for electric vehicles specifically. The entire interview was really good. The the whole chronological sequence to how Sandy Munro tried to get America up to date and all that kind of stuff. It was a good interview, but the insights that kind of led Sandy Munro to feel and believe the way that he does currently are also very interesting. He also gives some insights as to where he thinks the EV market is going. Just a bunch of good stuff in this interview. Go ahead and check it out. The link will be below. All right, so it appears that we have an EV manufacturer or the CEO of an EV manufacturer supporting an anti-EV candidate for presidency. Yeah, so all I'm going to say about this, well, okay, the first thing I'm going to say about this is something that I just kind of was thinking about earlier. Basically, the American people in general, I feel they should be just as leery about a man who wants power over lawmaking and is for sale as the person doing the buying, the man willing to buy him. So I don't know what Elon Musk was thinking, except for the fact that he was pulled in by a very, very convincing man who has apparently spent his entire life being able to convince people of things that just were not true. Yeah, he's pulled in by him, is what I'm guessing. I don't know what happened, the conversation or whatever that made Elon decide to support Trump, but I feel like if he had done more research into the person, he would have found out what most of us know, that he is very, very good at not telling the truth and very, very, very good at getting people to believe the things that he says that aren't true. Yeah, it's interesting to me that this particular situation has arisen, because it is not a secret that Trump does not like EVs and that he rails against EVs on a regular basis. It is no secret that he once stated something to the effect that he would literally get rid of EV tax credits at one point or another in order to more or less stifle EVs and get them out of here because nobody wants them, or so he said. Elon Musk agrees that tax credits should be gotten rid of, which is probably a big reason why he was endorsing Trump. But one thing that Elon Musk has said that I believe he is assuming Trump is going to do is end subsidies not only for electric vehicles, but for gas and oil and that kind of thing. So subsidies for gas and oil are also going to stop. That's not going to happen for several reasons, but mostly because a 70-year-old guy who has decided how he feels doesn't often change his mind, is what I'm going to say about that. Is Elon Musk getting duped? Is Trump being genuine? Only time will tell, but if history is any indicator, yes, no, are the answers to those questions. Yeah. Anyway. So there are a couple of people that have talked about what they believe Aptera's drivetrain to be. Aptera Owners Club put out a video about this motor for Vitesco Technologies. So we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about that, and we're going to jump back to that presentation that I said I was going to reference before. So let's go ahead and check this thing out. Oh, there's an arrow button over here. All right, so disclaimers, blah, blah, blah. So on the partners thing, they put in Vitesco Technologies, what that they make motors, not in-wheel motors. They just make regular motors for electric vehicles, and they are in several different types of electric vehicles that already exist. I think this is what Aptera meant when they said a proven technology. Aptera Owners Club also said the same thing. We are in agreement on that point. What I believe is going to happen is I think that the launch edition will still have all-wheel drive, but they will have all-wheel drive by virtue of using Videsco Technologies motor in the front and an Alafe motor in the back. I think that might be why Chris Anthony said that they are still partnering with and still developing a strong relationship with Alafe Motors. Not only would that... Oh, I don't know what that was. Something attacked me. Maybe some lint. Anyway, not only would that mean that Alafe can scale and get bigger along with Aptera, and the burden on them would be lesser, they would also get the chance to prove their technology and test and tweak and pull out all the wrongs and put in all the rights and get things together with that. So, yeah, I don't think that they have the volume production, Alafe, speaking of Alafe, to get to the number of motors to put in 3 motors per vehicle on the Aptera, which is why they decided to add Videsco to this particular slide of Aptera partnerships. Another possibility is that they are just going to go with the Videsco motor and pull in Alafe later on. But I think that that would not solve Alafe's root problem, which is that they need more partners and more funding than what they currently have. So I'm standing by the stance at this moment that Alafe is going to be supplying the rear motor for the Aptera, and then Videsco is going to give the torque vectoring all-wheel drive situation by supplying power to the front wheels. So that is what I believe is going to happen. Only time will tell. Their presentation is only days away at this point. I'm recording this on Sunday, July the 21st. Probably going to release it on Monday, hopefully earlier than the presentation, so I can double check and see if I was right later on. But yeah, that's what I believe is going on right now. Videsco is going to be the front motor, the front 2 wheels, powering the front 2 wheels, and then Alafe may be covering the back for creating an all-wheel drive system. Now, whether or not that system will be ready for the production vehicle is anyone's guess, but I would say that more than likely, since they had to pivot away from Alafe in the first place, they're not going to have the production to get all 3 motors initially, but probably later on, and the only way that I can think of for them to make money in that meantime is for Aptera to buy the rear motors from them and make that a thing. So yeah, that is my speculation about that. Yeah, man. Alright, that will be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Ninjaneer. Please do the YouTubey things, and I will catch you guys next time.